Oh, for God's sake. Hello, people. Welcome back to the first XI. I feel bad for Andrew. It's like that unexpectedly. But, yeah, we've got a Q&A for you guys today. It's your show. Our stream, your show. I did steal that off of a certain big YouTuber today. Apologies. But, yeah, ask us any questions you want, any topics you want, even if it's not an actual question, any topics you want us to speak about. Yeah, please if you're watching on YouTube, please share. If you're on Twitch, make sure to follow. Make sure to come over to the YouTube and subscribe. It'll be much appreciated. We're just going to go through some topics about today's games before you ask your questions, just for waiting for people, the regulars to come in. But yeah, I've got two very special guests, and we've got more guests hopefully joining us. But Prime, how are you?
Prime. Is he frozen? He might have frozen.
Has he dropped dead?
He's not dropped. He's fallen backwards. So.
Anyway, Andrew, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I think Prime, he might have frozen. Yeah, I'm good, pal. I'm good. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's definitely frozen. There we go.
He's frozen.
All good.
Yeah.
Uneventful game earlier.
Yeah.
I hate those games.
It reminded me of it was terrible, which reminded me of old Chelsea. Chelsea of old, not Chelsea of old for you, Andrew. No offense, but for me, Chelsea of old. Big up to Vibes of C says, Andrew. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm every time Vibes SC. I mean, you never know. For charity, one day it could happen. You never know. Probably not though. I literally just spent so long trying to calculate a maths question, and I found out it was so easy. I'm shit at maths. I didn't pass my maths GCSE, but if that helps you, I didn't pass it. I minusculely failed it. I think I got a D. But Vibes of C says, like the video, please, you pagans. Thank you very much, Vibes of C. And JB against his prime. He's probably frozen. Is he still in the backstage? He is. He's still frozen. I hope he's okay. But Andrew,
yes, my friend.
Let's talk about the Man City Arsenal game, because we've just done a stream talking about Chelsea. So let's go on to a very fun game, which we were laughing our heads off throughout. Man City Arsenal. I'm going to start with Arteta.
Yeah.
I don't put the whole loss on Arteta, but the way they got spanked, I put on Arteta. Where do you think his future will hold? Do you think he'll get sacked?
I don't think they'll sack him, because I think they'll use the excuse that they went down to 10 men, even though they're already 2-0 down. Big up JB, by the way. Yeah, I don't think they'll sack him. I think they'll wait. for the Norwich game, and if it's a negative result, and that includes a draw, because that would be a negative result, then I could possibly see them. I don't know if they've got the guts to do it, because the management team in Arsenal is so linked to Arteta. It's just so
he
linked.
is the manager. Yeah,
he is there. But what I mean is Edu and is it Vinay or something like that? They wanted. People wanted Arteta before Emery came in. That's how much they wanted. But I don't see them. I don't know if they've got the balls to do it. I really don't.
Yeah,
I really don't know if they've got the balls to do it. I mean, people go. I don't know if they've asked you this. The Chelsea friend, he wouldn't even last that. He wouldn't have even lasted. He would have been gone out at Chelsea. And I just hopefully, I go around and say to them, I just hope we never even would have hired him. I didn't even have to sack him.
That's a good thing with Chelsea, because I've seen. I hate this question really, but I've been thinking in my head, because it's just I worry as a Chelsea fan that we're gonna bite the bullet and sack or pull the trigger and sack Tuchel when he goes through a bad run of games. Yeah, it's just what Chelsea are like. If we were then, I'm not saying this is what I want to happen. I'm not saying it whatsoever. If we were to get Pochettino, if he was shit, we'd sack him. If he was shit, we'd sack him, and we'd move on and bring another manager in. Let's say Nagelsmann or someone. Yeah, that's why I'm not as worried with Chelsea. If you're Arsenal, you're fucked. Who are you gonna get? Rafa's gone to Everton. Andrew, have you frozen or are you drinking?
Sorry, I was drinking. Sorry. Yeah.
Go on.
Who are they going to get? I keep seeing Conte linked, and I'm going.
He doesn't want to go there.
I don't think he'd want to go there. I mean, he doesn't like young players that much. He'd rather have like 28-year-olds and above. And they seem to be going in an opposite direction with their signings and everything like that.
He's the type of manager that I don't think he's a manager that will work with that squad. You bring Conte in with a ready-made core where he can add a few players to his system, and then you push from day dot. Right. Arsenal is going to be a project. They need. I think a Ten Hag. I don't think he's the greatest of managers, but I think he is probably the only manager out there I can see actually building a project, improving the way they play football, improving young players. He's worked in the Dutch league for a very long time. He has contacts with Van der Sar, etc. He will be able to look at players in the Dutch league, which there's some very good talents in the Dutch league, and it suits Arsenal's model of not overly spending on players as well, penny pinching at times. You know, they could have got Basuma, didn't want to pay 10 million more. They got Lokonga instead. I think that's what happened anyway. Yeah. But with Man City, I think they are dead favourites if they get a striker, like a top striker. But now that's not happening. Where do you think they'll end up? Do you think they'll be second, or do you think even United could overtake them as second favourites in your eyes?
No, I think if they don't get a decent finisher, because even Lautaro Martinez is now going to sign a new contract at Inter. So I don't know who's out there really. Unless they
for a price.
Unless they go to Bayern and say we'll pay you for Lewandowski or something like that.
Honestly, in my opinion, they should. I think this guy who I'm about to say gets overrated at times by certain people. I don't think he's generational. But if I was City and you've got 120 million spend, bid for João Felix. Just go and bid, because he suits Pep's system. He'll press. He's mobile, he's very good technically, and he will score goals and play make for them. That is what they need, and he's so young. City wanted him when he was at Benfica. They missed out because they wouldn't pay the release clause. If not, Felix will want to play under Pep Guardiola. He will want to. I'm not saying he's unhappy because I don't know him. I don't have sources. I don't know him, but I think they should just put a bid in, see what they respond with. What do you think about that? What do you think about Felix as a player?
That's good and all, but if Pep's got a 2-year window now till he goes. Do you know what the craziest thing would be for them to do?
Lewandowski,
but in the Premier League, you know what the craziest thing would be to do?
What would be it?
Go to Leicester and give him 50 million for Vardy.
That would be crazy.
I know, right? But that's the desperation.
I saw a City fan actually earlier say, it was just out of nowhere, would West Ham accept 50 million for Antonio, asking for a friend?
That's true.
Big up to Charlie in the chat. He's doing really well on his channel right now. Go and subscribe to him if you're watching. I think he's near to 3K. Very good content for Bristol Rovers, who haven't really started the season off well, have they?
Get that right. Bristol Rovers, not City.
Yeah, not City. I know the difference, Andrew. I know the difference.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is the best transfer window of all time for me, 100%. Not for Chelsea, obviously, but in general, Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe potentially,
Haaland,
Varane,
PSG, maybe.
Haaland potentially, Lukaku,
Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo. I think. Yeah. Got mental, absolutely mental.
Absolutely, yeah.
and you still got more deals to go through, especially with Chelsea. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
I hate. Do you know what? We are stupid for waiting until deadline day to get these deals online. I like it when we're not involved in deadline day because anything can happen. You know, we could U-turn. Let's say Saul doesn't want to join for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Let's say that Master Report or is it Mundo Deportivo or whatever they're called. If let's say that's true, we could end up with some shitter of a midfielder if Tchouaméni doesn't join.
That's true.
Wait, Prime.
Yeah.
I thought you could get in yourself. Apologies.
Maybe you can't get in.
Hey, Prime. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. How are you, Prime? Well, Adam's Prime. Is he frozen again?
No, I think he's frozen again.
Prime, you frozen, mate. No, he's
Nah,
you're a dickhead. I'm
got him.
You're lucky.
Got him.
No. How man? Hi.
Hey, what's good? What are your thoughts on this window, Prime, for overall? Not for Chelsea, just in general.
A lot of big moves, but I don't think they're smart moves. I think City, they don't need someone like Grealish. They should have bought someone to facilitate that false nine. I know Ferran Torres is playing really well right now, and as is Jesus, but I think Kane would have helped with that false nine. Maybe even someone like Lautaro Martinez to a lesser extent, or buy someone like Danny Ings, who's not a false nine, but he is a striker, and he'd be willing to be backup because he can come on in important games and get them goals. I look at United, bringing back Ronaldo is a great PR move, but again, the type of team that they are, do they need someone like Ronaldo? I don't know, because their team is not suited towards someone like him. I think Basuma is overrated as well, by the way. But you look at PSG, they just signed a bunch of superstars who are just available. There's no tactical planning to anything that's going on over there. There hasn't been for years. I think all of that is quite stupid. I think Chelsea buying Lukaku is smart. I know you might have a worry about Koundé and maybe Tchouaméni or so being dragged out to like deadline day, but I get it. I understand it. I'd rather they're still working on getting their first target, even if it takes until deadline day, than they say pull out and end up buying someone basic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's with Koundé, it's literally just agreeing the fee with Sevilla.
Yeah, now Zuma's gone as well. So.
Zuma's gone. And we're in an international week, so he's already in Paris. We know we've done a medical with Zuma in Paris, or the medical's been done. So they could do that for Koundé. Saul's the interesting one. He saw the need for. I know Kovacic. He might have bought Kovacic on anyway. But he saw the need to just have that choice on the subs bench to bring on a different midfielder if they didn't want to bring on Kovacic. Especially if Kante's picked up or Kante's maybe didn't pick up a new knock, but just felt a knock that he's been trying to nurse. That's the thing. But let's go back to Arsenal because we were discussing their performance.
Andrew, take your time with it.
Okay, cool.
Wait, guys. It's a rule of the show. If there is a question, we have to answer it. So, Prime, this is for you. How is Basuma overrated?
That's not a question. It doesn't have a question mark.
It is a question. We're not the grammar police.
It doesn't have a question mark. It doesn't have a question mark.
We're not the grammar police.
Yeah.
Okay. I rate Basuma, and he's great for what he does at Brighton. But I think
you put the question wrong.
I think people are overrating him by saying that you still didn't add a question mark to the question. You just added a random question mark. But okay. I don't think, for example, people are saying that he's among the top DMs in the league and stuff. Just stick him in Man United, or bring into Arsenal, he makes a difference. I don't overall think that's true. Two, I don't think he's a DM like people think he is.
Yeah,
That
he's
people
not.
think that he is. Like, if he's at Man United, a midfield of him, Pogba, and Bruno does not work. If he goes to Arsenal, a midfield of him and Partey do not work. I think him and Partey are kind of similar-esque. They kind of do the same thing.
Then again, with Arsenal, they did sign the Congo, who's also a box-to-box midfielder. And he'll be playing next to Partey.
Exactly, and I think Partey and Lokonga are again the same sort of profile of midfielder.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I do like him. I rate him. I think if he's going to make any move, maybe not realistically, but if he should make any move, he should go to someone like Leicester. Because they bought Soumare. I don't know how good Soumare is. I think he's just young potential. But, if, say, they end up losing Tielemans or something, I know Bissouma doesn't maybe have that attacking threat.
Yeah.
But I think he'd be a good replacement for them.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he would as well.
Back to Arsenal. Who?
Yeah. Keep sending in your questions, though.
Andrew just wants to rip Arsenal.
I'm just saying. The 20th, the bottom of the table. I don't want to hear 20th. Just say bottom. The bottom of the table. They're still bottom of the table, courtesy of Norwich scoring a goal, even though they lost today. And also, Norwich didn't go 2-0 down as quickly as Arsenal did today. Arsenal went 2-0 down in 12 minutes. Norwich took longer to go 2-0 down the previous week.
No, Andrew.
Yeah.
Norwich came up from the Championship.
Yeah. I know.
No, but I mean, that's like, there should be no trying to, they came up from the Championship. That should be it.
All I'm going to say is why Arsenal play so good. Oh, shit, I made a background. No, I made a background by accident. For fuck's sake. I was meant to put Pep. Oh,
Bring it back.
Wait. Let me add it as a thing. Keep going, Andrew. Keep going.
That was the worst. That was the worst double pivot of ever starting. Xhaka and Odegaard started as a double pivot today. Just the worst. The worst. I don't know how he will survive. I just don't know how he survives. There were Arsenal fans leaving after the red card for Xhaka, and then there were Arsenal fans cheering when the fourth goal went in today. And that fourth goal from Rodri, where he just literally passed it in from like 25 yards out, was just a disgrace, really. But yeah, I don't know why anyone shouldn't have been. No one should have been surprised that they go down 5-0. They're a disgrace, really.
And why are Arsenal fans why are they overreacting? Like Chelsea and losing 2-0 to Chelsea and 5-0 to City, you should expect those results to happen. And again, Brentford, I've seen Arsenal lose these sort of games to Brentford before in the past. So, again, none of this is, like the realization they're coming to, and other rival fans, I guess, are coming to about Arsenal. Again, it's nothing new. This is stuff that they've been on a steady decline for a decade. I've been talking about this for a decade. I've been talking about it since I first started doing this football stuff last year. I spoke about it last year on the terrace when they were in relegation and stuff. And people started telling me, no, I got abuse for it. I got racial abuse from Arsenal fans because apparently I'm salty, don't know what I'm talking about. Like, there's... Like, will you guys even get relegated this season? Realistically, probably not. You'll be a big team and use that to get confidence again. Like, you won't get relegated this season. But the thing is, it's not that hard to get relegated.
Yeah.
The more you keep losing and losing and losing, all it takes is for you to be sucked into that relegation battle. And we already know your players. You say they don't care about your club. What's going to make you think they'll end up fighting to stay up?
Yeah.
It happened in the league.
It was apparently it was a 10-year anniversary today, or yesterday now, of when they lost 8-2 to Manchester United.
Oh, what a day!
And what has changed? Oh, they got worse. Can you imagine they lose 8-2 10 years ago, and you're saying that they got worse for 10 years?
Well, I'm going to say to Vibes FC's comment, that's if Derby even stay up in the Championship under Wayne Rooney. You know, they'll probably go down to League One. But please, guys, ask your questions. It's a Q&A.
It's like they beat West Brom. Was it 5-0, 6-0?
Yeah.
But they beat their under 21 side.
Yeah.
And Arsenal fans can maybe say they rotated themselves a bit, but I saw Pepe play, Saka
That was
play.
a strong team. I don't care what anyone
was,
Odegaard, Xhaka, yeah.
I know Kolasinac played centre back, but he also played centre back today. So, and he's also an experienced centre back. Even though he's bad, he's still an experienced centre back. So that team that played against West Brom's under 21, the Championship side's under 21 team, and the fact that we only beat them 6-0, in my opinion, is quite poor. It shouldn't be just.
Thanks, Godzilla. I would say that visit Rwanda thing, they've got to be worried if they go down the visit in Rotherham. Let alone Rwanda.
I want to see Arsenal versus Millwall. I want to see.
Oh, man alive, there's no way AFTV goes to Millwall. There's no way it goes to Millwall.
Ty outside their stadium arguing with a Millwall fan. He won't make it back alive.
You're a disgrace. I hope you get relegated. Then suddenly, I hope it doesn't happen.
So what then we're beginning? Is your trophy gold? Is your trophy?
I hope it doesn't happen, but there's no way AFTV ever goes to Millwall. No, there's no way.
This is an appeal to Saka. If you care about your career as a footballer, you'll leave. You'll force do a transfer request right now, because you're going to end up being out.
Can we
Big up
it's actually something I just saw, which I hope we can speak about. Thiago Silva has hit shots at PSG, and saying how they disrespected him. He feels because they offered Ramos a 2-year deal when last year he was the same age as Silva was when he was his last year at PSG. So I think that's interesting. I think a lot of PSG fans are angry at the moment as well over Mbappe. PSG at the moment, although they signed Messi, I think they're not in the best state, really, if you get what I mean. I still think that it's going to take them time to gel with all the new signings.
They're not. It's tough for me to say they're not a well-run club. They've got a massive, they're sponsored by. Is it Jordan?
Yeah, they got a Jordan deal, but that's only because of Mbappe.
Yeah, I know, but they are a big global brand and everything. But they just seem to buy players for the sake of it. In the past, they had Zlatan, Cavani. They bought for no reason when they didn't really need him. They had Lavezzi and Thiago Silva. They bought David Luiz for 15 mil off us for no reason. They just spend money,
To be fair, David Luiz was maybe not worth 50 million at the time, but he was very good for them. To be fair.
But that's not my point. They didn't need him. They bought Neymar from Barcelona, and that same summer they got Mbappe on a loan deal that eventually cost them 130 mil. Then they're going to end up losing Mbappe because they brought in the likes of Messi and it's just. The club is just a mess. It's literal vibes because they'll probably end up winning the league this season, but it won't matter if they don't win the Champions League. Their whole project is built towards them winning the Champions League eventually. Because people said Tuchel flopped there. What is Poch doing right now? They had Laurent Blanc there. He was, I rate Laurent Blanc, but he didn't win the Champions League.
as well. Emery.
Ancelotti. People said, what's his name? Emery was a flop, because he lost the league title to that generational Monaco team. But Poch did the same thing to Lille last season. And
that Lille team is nothing special.
Great. It's not great at all. It's not better than, I would say, top 5, top 6 teams in the Prem.
Can I comment on that comment? That UEFA list is bullshit, by the way, because they've got La Liga being above, being the second best league, and no way La Liga is a better league than the Italian league. So.
Yeah, Mustafa said the Pochettino era has begun.
He'll be sacked next year.
Again, and even if PSG win the Champions League, the same way that people credit Pep's Champions Leagues to Messi, we will credit Poch's Champions League to Messi.
And Neymar.
Exactly.
And Ramos.
Exactly. Because as of right now, he has
Marquinhos and
the guy
Kimpembe and
has-
Navas or Donnarumma.
like, well, what is the equivalent over there? We know when he won, he got there, and like within a few days, he won a trophy. What is that?
He won the French Super Cup, which is they do take it very seriously in Europe because they pay it by, unlike in England, they pay it by professional rules. They pay extra time.
It's not like a charity shield.
But technically, it's a community shield, right?
It is in a way, but in Europe it is respected. To be fair,
Yeah, but I don't. If Poch is a world class manager, I'm not respecting it. It's a community
hey
shield.
Rachel,
Ollie's won more. Ollie's won more trophies. Rodgers has won more trophies, and they're not respected. You know?
I get what you mean. I do get what you mean. I mean, out of all the Super Cups to win, it is probably the worst in Europe's top 5 leagues, apart from the Community Shield, because the Community Shield is played by friendly rules. But I mean, you look at, I think the Spanish Community Shield / Super Cup is actually the hardest to win because you play over 2 legs.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But hey, Rachel, how are you?
What's going on, peeps? What are you talking about? I just came in, so I have no idea what's going on.
We're talking about a mixture of things. We've spoken about Arteta, how PSG, Thiago Silva's comments, lashing out at Leonardo. What do you think about PSG at the moment? Do you think they'll win the UCL?
No, I don't.
Interesting.
I think everyone expects them to, so they're not going to win it.
I'm going to put a bold statement out there.
Mm.
I think the final will be Chelsea-Manchester United. I've come to a conclusion. I think the final.
Did you say Manchester United?
Yes.
He did, yeah. He did.
I'm leaving.
Why is that? I don't get why.
I can't have that. I can't have that.
Why not?
Because
If
do
it's not United, you see
but do you know how unbearable these United? Like, I have nothing against United. I respect them so much. But you know how unbearable these United fans are.
We would win that game.
Yeah, but do you know how unbearable Indiana was? Because he was like, "Oh, Haaland's gonna come." Oh.
Actually, no. Wait. Actually, no. If we win the league and get to a Champions League final, we won't win the Champions League. If we don't win the league and get to a Champions League final, we'll win the Champions League. It can't be both. It just physically can't. The FA Cup, I said,
Only United did the double for Champions League.
United won't win the double. They might.
I think we're the only team that does it. The rest of you can only win one at a time. It's all right.
Do you know what, Rachel? I'm getting really sick of this. Okay? It's either that or we'll play City and they'll beat us in the final.
I can't.
Not if Pep's in charge.
If we win the European Cup this season, it won't be much so, Rachel. It'll be more winding up Indiana and Flawless about how we've won the same amount of European Cups as them. In short,
I'm coming for Arsenal fans. I'll tell you that now.
Why would you go for Arsenal fans? They're going to be relegated. So
yeah, everyone go for Arsenal.
Them being relegated when we retain the Champions League is amazing.
That would be something.
Let me answer this by Fadhil Raihan. Sorry, I hope I pronounced your name properly. Prime says Ollie has won more than Poch. Lol, stat padding in the Norwegian league makes him better than Poch.
I wouldn't call it stat padding.
Stat padding in the Uber Eats league does not make you better than anyone else either.
To be fair, Mold won their first title under Ollie as well.
Didn't even win the league.
Exactly. So if you're not respecting the Norwegian league, I don't have to respect the Uber Eats league either.
We've got a question from.
None of them are good enough anyway. So
We've got a question from JB. He says, Zuma joined West Ham United. You guys sad? I'll answer this first. I'm not sad because he suits West Ham very much. He'll be really good there. He's the type of centre back West Ham like. Someone that can be dominant from set pieces and is good on the recovery, can make a good challenge. Yeah, he's not a bad one-on-one defender either. I'm not sad because it means we're getting Jules Koundé, who suits us better, and it's better for Chelsea. But yeah, Andrew, are you sad about Zuma leaving?
No, I'm not sad. He's had a good career at Chelsea. I'm not going to ridicule him.
One of
I think we're getting better in replacement as Koundé. That's all.
Yeah.
And he's served us very well, very well.
Yeah.
So he's done
I-
more.
I'm sad that Zuma left. Oops. I'm
Why is
sad.
that?
that Zuma left.
Of course you are, Rachel.
West Ham, I'm not going to buy a Jesse Lingard now. So now
Ha
he's
ha.
That's because they're cheap.
They weren't going to buy him
They're
anyway.
cheap. That's why. They're cheap.
Prime, what about you?
I like Zuma. I rate him. I still, even though I've accepted, like, I trust Rudiger and Christensen now, I still think Zuma is. I still think he's our best centre back in terms of his attributes, and he should be playing. However, the reason why he doesn't is because he's not the best on the ball, which I understand. I think he will do well at West Ham, provided that he's playing with. Provided that he's actually playing with a leader, like an experienced centre back, to help guide him, because he does have lapses in concentration. I don't know. I think the better move would have been if he had gone to Leicester, because I look at who they have right now. He's better than Soyuncu, and Fofana's much younger, has potential, but as of right now, I still think Zuma's better than Fofana.
I think West Ham's honestly perfect.
He doesn't want to leave London as well. Isn't that one of the
Yeah.
factors?
Yeah,
Can I answer
but it's just
Mustafa's Neymar, Mbappe, Messi? Who's going to stop that attack?
Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel.
No. I'll tell you who's going to stop that attack. Mbappe, because he's leaving. Okay, that's who's going to stop that attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
Poch is going to stop
God's-
that attack, guys. Don't
In
you worry.
God's will, they sign either Richarlison or Keep Icardi. In God's will.
you know who can stop that attack? I believe Man United can. I believe Chelsea definitely can.
I don't think we could. I think we could stop.
Nah,
we could
Rachel.
we could deal with Mbappe and we could deal with Messi. I don't think we'll deal with Neymar. We haven't dealt with Neymar very well.
No, but I genuinely think you can. It's over 2 legs. I Poch will bottle it up somehow.
You've literally got
Master.
Rachel. You've got Rafa Recovery Varane. That's his new name. Okay, he can. He can bully people. It's fine.
Champions League Varane.
Yeah, exactly. It's in his name.
I'm not worried about our back four. I'm
Oh,
worried
you're
about.
midfield.
Of course, I am.
Yeah.
We'll just keep
I
the ball
mean,
away
there's
Hello.
just.
and multiple chances.
Someone has sent Charlotte the link. Apparently, she hasn't got it.
Oh
shit.
yes.
I thought I was
shit.
late for the stream. My bad. Charlotte.
I'll
Sorry,
do that.
Charlotte. Okay, Ultra Champion of Europe says you never sing that. He says, "Okay, will you be sad if Zuma? I'll be sad if anyone scores a header. It doesn't matter who it is. I'll be sad."
Zuma, you know what will happen? Zuma will beat Lukaku in the air.
Oh no! Don't say that, please. Please don't say
I
that.
can see it because I've noticed from our set pieces when we're defending them, it's Lukaku who's been attacking them. And Zuma.
Wait, you're saying Zuma will outscore Lukaku?
No, out jump.
No, he'll,
Oh, I thought.
he'll beat
Okay,
Lukaku in the air for a set piece.
I thought you
Lukaku's
said
not that good
outscore.
in the air, to be fair. For someone his size, he's not that great in the air.
Who?
Who Lukaku?
Yeah.
I said this on KH No Football. Actually, I did say this. I don't think he's bad in the air. Don't get me wrong.
No, he's
I
not
think
bad.
he's
He's just not as good as he should be, if you know what I mean.
Lukaku is a player who I love Lukaku, right? But like, he's someone who's effective. Like if you watch him and you're someone who likes like aesthetically pleasing footballers, he's gonna look so ugly, but he's just effective.
See, Chelsea have enough aesthetically pleasing footballers that have had poor end product for us in the last few years. So Lukaku can get me goals and look right,
Wait,
fine.
how many aesthetically pleasing footballers do you think?
Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech when he's on it.
Yeah, just not aesthetic. Well, maybe.
He is with some of his passes. To be fair, I think Kovacic is as well. Jorginho is.
That would
I
be
want to
all.
put Joy in that category, but I'm not just because I don't want everyone coming for me.
Yeah,
I think I was going to say Callum, but I'm not going to say it because you guys will disagree. I think Mason is to a certain level as well.
Are you gonna
Depends
say
what-
Nathan?
it's so subjective, though. It's so subjective. What you might think aesthetically pleasing is someone's getting great numbers and scoring goals. It could be taking on 3 players and not having the best end product. It really depends. It really depends what you like. It's so subjective. Now we've got another special guest. One of our favourite Chelsea fans. I've been on their
Yeah.
channel.
Are they coming on after
I was
Charlotte?
giving her an introduction. God's sake, people.
I don't know who it was, but you know.
Andrew said, "Are they coming to Charlotte?"
Hey, Charlotte, how are you?
Yeah, I'm up.
Oh, Andrew got done dirty there.
I saw it. Don't worry.
We've got a question for Rachel quickly. Rachel, are you
Because I
happy
outstayed
that Dallo's
Prime,
staying?
Nah, I don't really have any thoughts on it. That's it. I don't care.
What was the
No
question?
fucks given.
What was
I
the
know, I
question?
honestly don't, because I didn't really want Trippier in the first place anyway, but I don't rate Dallo, so it's just a whatever thing, really.
Did
Meh.
you? Is Pedro Neto back? I saw him tweet today, and he was tweeting him in a wool shirt, like holding it. So I don't know if he's.
I thought he was out for 6, maybe. I thought he was out for 6 months, but I don't
Did he
know
get
when
injured in
got-
March?
Maybe.
Maybe he's back in training.
Yeah, he's probably back in training.
I hope he's back because it's been Varane. But anyway, it doesn't matter. He's not going to be back. Sadly. That's if Varane starts. Actually, I don't know.
Who's Asplot?
Dallo.
Allo. He's called him Allo.
No, but that says Aslot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of
but
Dado,
I'm
it's called
trying
Aslo. It's Aslo. Instead of
Oh.
Dado, it's Aslo. That's what
That
it's
makes
signed
no
up.
sense. I'm sorry. I'm
This
sorry.
kind of comment
Prime,
confuses
stop it. Rachel,
That's
stop
not
it,
me.
please. Rachel, please. I was going to put it up. Please. Please. Tell me when you're going to put up a message. Please. I don't mind you
please.
controlling
I
the,
can't.
I don't mind.
I am already in a
Stop it,
rave.
please.
My head is already in a rave. I don't need to be seeing triple. I'm already seeing double. I don't need to be seeing triple you all night.
All right, okay. Rachel, if you want to put up, please, just, if you want to control the comments,
No.
I'm cool. Oh,
Rachel's drunk right now.
all right.
I'm not.
Ollie isn't good enough to coach Dado. That makes no
again.
fucking sense.
No,
That makes
Rachel
no
is drunk
sense.
again.
It makes
I'm not.
absolutely no sense. He's not a fucking
Again
coach.
being the
He's a
word.
manager.
Yeah. Bubbles.
It's not even the point, though, is it? Like, what do you expect Ollie to do with Dallo? Like, he can't defend.
He's shy.
Some players can't defend. Like,
He
AWB.
can't defend or attack. AC Milan fans said they felt like drinking bleach when watching him. So
Did they?
He's
yeah, I saw on Twitter. They said he's the
Yeah.
worst right back they've seen.
Can you say it in
Some
Italian?
people have said that he's quite good, though, so I don't know. I didn't watch the Italian League last
Drinking
week, so I can't
bleach.
judge him.
I saw AC Milan's
Andrew, that's a
fucking
bit.
send him horrible
Don't do
messages.
that.
But
Spicy with the ball.
Kurt Zuma
Drinking
is the
bleach.
best French centre back in the league until Koundé joins. Okay, because Varane hasn't played yet. So
You know what? I hate the fact that Zuma got injured because
When
he
did-
was supposed to.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was supposed to. Well, I think at the time there was an international tournament coming up. It might have been
the Euros.
the Euros final that France got to and lost. He was supposed to partner Rafael Varane.
Yeah, he would have been. Oh, he actually used to be good on the ball though. He used to be really talented. It's just, I remember Jose Mourinho played him in midfield in the Carabao Cup final. against Tottenham.
He did that in big games. I think he did that like twice or 3 times.
It's a
I
shame.
think he
He's
did it once against Man United to man mark Delaney because I remember Ollie was basically doing like crossing into a lot to him. But not Ollie. What's his name? Van Gaal. Dossier.
Do you know what? Varane is not better than Van Dijk. I'm sorry, I'm not having it. I'm not having it whatsoever. Varane is very good, but he's not world class. He's top class. Ogbonna and Zuma. You heard me, Rachel. You heard me. There's only 3 world class centre back.
Who's gone? Wow.
No one say anything in case she kicks you.
Will is in the
Oh,
mud, in the mud. Will is in the
No
mud.
more. I won't touch my mouse anymore. Okay, we'll carry on speaking. It's okay.
He's not world class.
He's not world class.
Varane, he's not world class. He's top class. He's very good. Very good. But Andreas Christensen will outperform him this year, and I've said this. I said this before the season. I'll say it now.
Oh,
I'll
my
say it
God.
now. I'm not saying
Right.
Christensen. I'm not saying Christensen yet is better than Varane. I'm saying he'll outperform him. Difference, okay?
Did Ty say Arsenal can beat Real Madrid?
Oh fucking hell! What doesn't this man say? He says everything under the sun. Every time I look at fucking AFTV or on Twitter, I hear a new stupid quote.
Papa
Oh
Smith.
my
What
god,
happened?
that guy.
Papa
That
Smith.
guy. He's mental. He's mental. He is mental. He needs help. He needs help. Please.
Will, do you need help? Are you okay?
I don't need help. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh,
Will needs actually. That's not.
Dalot
super-
is a 20. When did he win the goal? He did not win the 2016 Golden Boy. Surely he didn't. That is a joke.
Players who win the Golden Boy, I don't really trust how good they are because Martial, he flopped. Ballon d'Or clause.
Thiago Silva's our backup centre back. Say what you want. Anyway,
Thiago Silva's
still better.
someone in the
Anyway.
comments explain to me why you guys rate Dalot so highly, apart from Vibes, because I know Vibes doesn't rate him. Explain it. Go on.
He's
It's
not
Renato
very good.
Sanchez won the Golden Boy in 2016.
He's good though, to be fair. But he's
because he's better on the attacking front than Wan-Bissaka. That's why.
He's not great though going forward. He's not great. He's good. He's not great. He's literally average at everything. What the
What was
fuck?
that?
These late night streams always go into chaos.
Yeah,
I
that's what
didn't, I
happens when
didn't
you
do that. I didn't do that.
I didn't say you did it. I didn't say you did it. When did I say you did it? When?
That's what happens when a certain Willard hosts.
No. Extra time is literally just a laugh. Okay, it's late.
We all know
Most-
when this will turn into chaos. When
It's when-
someone joins.
Yeah,
when someone
Charlotte.
joins-
My
when someone
God.
No,
joins
it's not
the
Charlotte.
someone joins the chat. When a certain person joins the chat, if he's in
Yeah,
there,
Vibes.
that's when it'll go. It'll go to.
Charlotte, have you been smoking weed? Because you're awfully calm. I'm worried.
What?
You look like you've been smoking weed.
No, I've just been drinking, hon.
He's been drinking
Oh,
weed.
okay.
This is
You
the
know
drinking face.
I don't feel loud when you're drinking.
According to the sources from actually, no, I can't say this on stream either. Never mind.
Okay, fine. Thanks
Oh,
for
classic,
that.
classic
Let's
crime
ignore
comment.
me. Let's ignore me.
Did Dalot destroy Wan-Bissaka really? Did he? Did he complete one dribble? Is that destroying? Is that the levels we've got to in football, where one dribble completed is destroying? Is that the levels we've sunk to?
Well, Dalot Stan, imagine.
A
don't
Dallo
know.
stuff.
Do you know why they rate him? It's all the Love United, Hate Glazer special people that think winning trophies equals you're a better player. It's so stupid. It makes my head explode. It's awful. Yeah, like that, Andrew. Exactly like that. You're spot on. You're spot on.
I didn't slander you. I just said that you don't rate Dalot. It's clear that you don't rate Dalot.
You not rating Dalot is not a bad thing. That's not slander.
Yeah, I'm not slandering
That
you.
is high praise.
Exactly.
You don't rate Dalot. That is.
You don't follow
high
the sheep.
Praise. So you call him
Mate.
Dalot. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That is very true. Nancy. That is very true. It's like, what crash do you want to be in? It's like, what is the
Mate.
highest chance of survival? Probably a train crash. Unless it's
No.
a bridge.
A plane crash? Well, I mean, it says a plant crash, but I don't really know what a plant
A
crash
plant-
is. I don't really know what a plant crash is. So,
I know what a plant crash is.
Oh, for
Andrew,
fuck's
enlighten me. Enlighten me, Andrew.
A plant crash is that a new? Is that a different term for what Will accused you of doing earlier today? Bit down
Who?
there.
Who?
Fall down.
I didn't
Is that what
accuse
it is?
I didn't accuse anyone. I asked. I didn't.
No, you said it in the accusatory tone. that was it.
Hey, Lauren, we haven't seen you in a while. Well, thanks for being on the chat.
Lauren!
Dalot, he probably is, but then I'm better than Wan-Bissaka going forward. So, and I only have one working leg when I accelerate. You know.
I did not put this in. If anyone accuses me, I did not put this in.
Oh my god.
To talk
Oh,
about
okay,
Bunda.
vibes. Okay.
Bunda.
Oh my god.
what-
Why does it always go back to Bunda?
I
Like
don't know, but-
every stream with Prime in, with Andrew and Will, always Bunda.
Yeah. The other day it didn't
Right,
go
Prime's
there.
gone. Yeah,
Prime's-
gone.
Prime's
fucked
gone.
off. Please, guys, ask us your questions, please. We know, JB, I'm not going to read that out because I don't want to get us taken down. But Ben Mendy, I prefer not to speak.
No, I thought you were talking about Edward Mendy. It's not finished. It's only just
So
started.
please ask us questions. It's your show, everyone. It's your show.
Here he is, Bunda
Oh
Prime.
my fucking god, Ultra! Fucking
Oh, for
hell.
fuck's sake, not this. Hey,
I didn't bring up the question. You don't someone just brought up the question. There's one of 3 people who could have asked that question. If that person put in that question and then runs away when someone mentions that word, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's their fault for poking the bear. I wasn't going to say Bunda. I've not talked about Bunda on a stream in weeks. So, you know.
Fucking hell.
Andrew, you just said it 5 times in the space of 30 seconds.
I was explaining. You said Bunda,
Interpal's back. Interpal's back. He's back. He's back. He's back.
Oh, I missed this.
I don't get it. Liverpool take it, find me more cheeks. I don't get that.
It means you're bumming Liverpool.
No, I wouldn't want to catch anything.
Which footballer would you go for a meal with at Nando's and why? Okay, that's a really good question, actually. Rachel, you go first. It can be women or men, so whatever floats your boat. Rachel.
Do we know who?
Rachel's not here. Okay. Charlotte, who would you go with to Nando's with? If you're any footballer, women or men, it doesn't matter.
I'm here.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Rachel, then, Rachel, we'll go to you first. What footballer would you go to Nando's with?
You know who Rachel's gonna pick?
They could be an ex-footballer as well.
None of them.
Well, I think she wasn't here. You should say women or men.
I did say women or men, and they
Well, she
can be an
wasn't. She wasn't here.
I just said it again.
Oh, it's weird that she's not saying Alex Scott, but we move.
What did she say then? I can't hear her.
She said none of them.
None of them, but that's not the question, is it? It's if you had to, if someone put a gun to your head and said, go out with football and now to Nando's, who would you pick? You get a refillable drink, you get half a chicken or a butterfly burger, depending on what you want. You get spicy fries, mash, corn on the cob, okay?
I want chicken thighs.
Just to clarify, welcome to
Will.
Will's the Nando's representative at the minute.
I love Nando's.
Rachel, we all want thighs, but answer the question.
For fuck's sake, that's not the question. I don't care what thighs you want. It can be fucking Dave from down the road. It can be fucking, I don't know, what's the girl's name? I don't know, someone
What's
down
the girl's
the road
name?
as well. I'm talking about Nando's, okay? Nando's,
Oh,
please. Rachel, who would you go out with? You have to pick one.
Okay, question. Are the thighs thick?
Yes, they can be thick.
Hmm.
It's up to you.
Yeah,
Come back to me.
And-
Think about
and
it.
very-
Think about it.
and very slappable.
Interesting.
Why do you slap thighs?
Why don't you slap?
Why?
thighs?
Yes,
That's
I was
what
gonna say.
I'm
Why
asking
don't you
people.
slap thighs? What?
Yeah,
what
why
is-
don't you slap thighs? That's
I don't slap.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go first. Actually, I'm gonna go first. I'd pick Ben Mendy because I could sue him and get a lot of money off of him.
Oh, for
Knowing his
God's
Is it
record-
because he's got big
knowing his
thighs?
record, I would easily prove him guilty. Okay.
How would you actually don't answer that? Yeah, okay.
I'd get him to buy me some drinks. Take me back home, and I'll take a photo of him, and I'll say I've been abducted, and I'll get a good 50 grand, 100 grand. So yeah, that's why.
You didn't
Will,
want
for
to. Can I
fuck's
can I
Yes,
ask what's going
welcome.
through your brain before everyone asks that question? You didn't want to answer a comment from JB about the Mendy's career, but you come up with that as your answer.
No. You forget that. You didn't want us to talk about chicken thighs, but you want to talk about catching a.
Allegedly.
Let's just not. The guys,
Andrew.
as Prime would say, this is all allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Andrew, you answer the question, please.
Trying to think now.
Well, for fuck's sake. Charlotte, can you answer, please?
Yes,
It's a
I
difficult
can.
question.
It's not. I have like 3 people I want to go to dinner with,
Right.
ex-Chelsea players.
Okay.
Karen Carney, Didier Drogba, and Dennis Wise. Because I think I'd have an absolute ball with every single one of them, and I think every single one of them would get on my level of pissed than everyone else would.
Oh, if I, do you know what? If I was out with Karen Carney, I'd probably have to leave. She's just, she would get so drunk. She would get so drunk.
I've got it.
Matt? All right, cool. You go.
I would go out with. I would go to dinner with Khalid Boularus, but I'd make him wear the Chelsea number 9 shirt. But also, what I would have had is I would have hired out the restaurant, right, or
It's Nando's. It's not a restaurant.
Nando's, whatever.
It is a restaurant.
I would have invited a witch doctor along, an exorcist, and make him wear that number 9 shirt, and then perform the spell on him, and then he'd be gone, and then make him then leave, and then he can pay for the bill as well. So do that.
That's a really smart answer.
I'm inviting Alex Scott because
Oh, you dirty dog.
no, hey, she I know she used to play for Arsenal, but she also played for England. I watch England's women's football. I think she's a good footballer. And plus, she's one of my top 5 pundits.
Actually, I would go out to Nando's with Michael Richards. It'd be a laugh.
I wasn't finished.
You answered. Rachel, what about you?
I wasn't finished.
Rachel, what about you? We don't want
Let Prime finish.
we
Let
don't
Prime
wanna hear
finish.
Your midnight thoughts, Prime.
I actually do. I actually do. Thank you very much.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Do I not? Oh, for fuck's sake, Prime. You always have to make it
I
work.
was just gonna say, you know, actually, never mind. You go, Rachel.
Brian wants that FIFA 22 bundle.
Is she in FIFA 22?
Yeah,
you know the commentary, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't listen to commentary on FIFA anyway.
I don't either. That's
Call the pill problem.
Rachel, what about you? Have you answered?
Thank you for telling me, Andrew.
Have you decided, Rachel?
No. It's
Oh,
too difficult.
fuck it. We're moving on. Next question.
She heard Alex Scott and she muted herself.
Is there any questions? Any more questions?
Wait, who was that chick that Pete's got a picture of?
Sorry?
Liverpool, the female Liverpool player.
Oh, no one knows. I mean, actually, Charlotte, you watch Women's Super League often. Do you know any Liverpool players?
Yeah, Charlotte Wardlow that's just signed for Chelsea, but I don't actually know specific Liverpool players. I pay attention to Chelsea players mainly. Although big players, we're talking about Ruby Mace, Lucy Bronze.
Everyone's at Manchester City.
Yeah, she's at City. She's just got Ruby Mace has just moved with her to City. Who else? Miedemir, Vivian Miedemir. She's a baller. But I just really know the whole of the women's team, like Sam Kerr,
Oh,
Kirby,
my God,
G.
I'm not.
Will,
What
are you
does
on the
that
show?
What does that mean?
Yeah, it's Ben Mendes fucking saying.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
that was Baby Shark. I mean, technically it is Baby Shark. Anyway, why?
Prime. Any potential on Bunda merch in the
How
future?
long is
We're making merch, but how do I word this? Who's that?
It's a clown.
No, but who is that?
I don't know. It's a clown. It's just a random
I know
clown.
it's a clown. Who's the person?
How am I meant to know? I don't watch football.
Where do you type in pictures of weird? Okay, whatever. Well, can you stop doing that, please? Anyway, yeah, we're looking for the perfect bunda for a model. So if you know anyone. Anyway.
What
next
Prime? I thought you would be modelling.
No. Anyway, next question.
Yeah, we're gonna get some merch. We're gonna get some merch.
For your City fans, Bundigans, and be on there.
Should we? Who's gonna win the Europa League? Fuck it. Who's gonna win the Europa League?
Liverpool.
Prime on Gundam, which I don't have the capacity.
Oh, that is embarrassing to Prime. I mean, it's not true, but I mean, why am I saying it's not true? I don't know if it's true or not. Right? I don't know if it's not true or true.
Well, stop thinking about
So
it.
what if it is? Shouldn't be afraid.
Oh,
Shouldn't
dear
be
Lord.
I'm not
ashamed
thinking
of going on.
of, why would I think of Prime's
Never
Bunda?
did.
That'd be a bit weird.
Well, anyway, moving on. Who's winning the Europa League? Someone mentioned West Ham.
I
time
think
we were
that-
one of these.
That's a
And-
good shout.
I don't know. It depends on the form of Antonio. Maybe Leicester.
No.
No. Vardy.
Nah, Vardy will get injured or
Vardy came to party a long time ago. He left the party a long time ago as
Vardy
well.
always starts well and falls off by like December,
Pep
January.
Bundiola. Yes.
Yeah.
I think Kelechi Iheanacho, right? If this form is actually permanent, this is his actual class, he can fire them to the Europa League final. And I hope he does, because it means he's firing Nigeria to AFCON, and I hope that happens. But, you know,
Lazio in there.
I don't know.
Lazio are going to win the Italian league this year.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, he just won 6-1 today.
I don't think he will.
I hope he does.
I,
Mourinho, I want.
I hope Mourinho does it. I hope, well, Tammy, he proves me wrong. Apparently,
What, by
20.
being too shit for Chelsea, he's already gone. You prove right.
No, but I'm saying he's not good enough to lead a team.
That was very harsh of me. Okay, I'm sorry, Tammy. I do like you. I hope you do really well. Okay, it's late night. I'm not really thinking much. Just
Good
saying.
night, people. Take care. Thanks for taking time to answer my question. Much appreciated.
Thanks, JB. You literally, your question is literally I held up the show by that. Thanks, JB. Take care. Take care. You're a great supporter of this channel. Thank
They're
you.
going to have to redo that World Cup song now.
Oh no. Wait, what World Cup song? There's loads of them. What World Cup song? Is it Hands Up Three Colours or is it Waving Flag? What one?
The Nexus says, how did you all become friends?
Who says we're friends?
Yeah, that's a good point. We're just work colleagues.
How did you all become friends?
I've known Prime. Prime, how long have we known each other? Where's Prime gone?
I remember
5
them.
weeks.
Okay, cool.
Oh, fuck.
Well, okay. Yeah, we've known each other for about 5 years, I think, or something.
Well, I mean, Prime, you were close, but maybe nearly 2 years off, but okay.
It's been a long time.
Are you saying,
Yeah.
are you saying
Where-
it feels like 5 years? Is that what you're saying?
Where did you meet?
Terrible.
At college or school or something?
Terrible.
No, Twitter.
Really? You've been on Twitter for that long?
Well, not really, on and off on Twitter. I didn't really use it properly or much.
Oh no, I've got Prime's old account as well. Like
That's
it
quite
was
cool.
Prime's old account, and then his new account is this one.
Oh, don't. Please unfollow my old account because I'm using it for something different now. I don't.
No one follows it. No one even knew you had an old account.
What
Why
are you
did you-
using?
Just to
Prime's-
clarify, Prime, you
Brian's
just
Bunda Diaries,
opened.
that's what's been used for.
You literally
Bunda
just
Diaries.
opened a big can of worms because now
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "Oh, I want to go follow this second account."
No one knows what it is. I've changed the name and everything. No one knows what it is.
Do you know?
I do.
Yeah, I do as well, actually.
Well, I do because I've still got the old messages from that we used to talk.
Guys,
Yeah, but
let's,
again, But yeah,
oh,
okay.
for fuck's sake, vibes. Fucking hell.
Prime.
I wouldn't touch her with a 100-foot pole.
Oh,
You would
that's
with a 200-foot one.
That's rude. That is just
make
what-
it
What did you
200.
say, Rachel?
I said you would with a 200-foot one.
No, I
Jesus
wouldn't.
Christ. Guys. I'm going to talk about how me and Prime actually first followed each other, yeah? It was the day before we signed Ben Chilwell.
Was it? How do you know that?
Well, it was a couple weeks. It was as the Ben Chilwell deal got agreed, but it wasn't announced. I'm commenting. I saw him on the terrace. I was like, oh, this guy seems nice. I'll go on his Twitter. I replied to what you said. And then we started to talk about, I think we started to talk about Benson Baini, the fucking left centre back at Mönchengladbach. And then, I said I'd like him at Chelsea as a backup if Alonso Emerson were going to leave. And then you followed me back. Then I went on a Twitch stream. You said I couldn't come on because I was 15 at the time, which is respectful of you. And then Jem persuaded you to get me on. And then, we just
It wasn't
spoke.
him, it was KJ, but okay.
Was it actually KJ?
Yes, it was. I don't know who that
Oh,
Ben
thanks,
Johnny is.
KJ, if you're
I don't know
watching.
who Ben Johnny is either, but okay.
I love KJ. What a nice guy.
Okay, so how did Prime, Will, and Andrew? How did you all?
I met
meet?
Andrew through Prime. unfortunately.
So, Andrew,
I'm joking.
Andrew, how did you meet Prime?
I saw him on the terrace. At first, I didn't really like him.
Oh, Interpal says Prime and pole dancing with strap-ons hanging out the pocket. Oh my god.
No. And then he started to become all right, but he was wearing those shades all the time.
Yeah.
I think like, no matter
The
what.
classics.
Yeah. And then
Wait a
then he
minute.
had
This is more. Wait a minute. This is more important. Rachel, you didn't add my fucking at to the outro. I'm upset. I'm upset.
Yeah, well, they'll be meaning to tell you something. But
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just have to check. My name's on there.
Wait, where did Will go?
I don't know.
Andrew, you continue your story, and Will didn't even get to finish his either. So
Yeah. Mine was just through Twitch. Then invited me on, and then from there, essentially, just some Twitch.
Andrew, you were really rude to me the first time I messaged you actually on Twitter. You were insulting me because I said we were building an 11 of players in the Premier League that haven't won it, the team of the Premier League in the last 10 years. And
Yeah.
I put as a nomination, I put as a nomination Mesut Ozil. It's just an idea. And you went, no, how can you think that? I can't believe it. He's been crap. He's been this. I was like, oh, for fucking hell, Andrew. I was like, but then I said, it was just a nomination. Sorry. And then you felt so bad. You were like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god. But yeah, Andrew's one of the nicest people.
I can't remember that.
Andrew,
I'm not gonna lie. Can you believe it's been a year since Chadwick Boseman
That was
passed
the
away?
day. That was the day where I think I interacted with Andrew for the first time, and I remember someone. Was it a hashtag who put in the chat? Because we were talking about Marvel anyway.
yeah, and
Hashtag put in the chat that he passed.
yeah, he passed away. Yeah, because we were talking about Black Panther, and I basically was saying that it's not really that good of a movie. We got pulled out.
You're Rachel. You're not going to see the gates of heaven for putting that up. That's not.
You know what? Yeah,
Anyway,
this channel is never making out of the hood. It was never gonna make it. The comments. Will, I think Will randomly DM'd me and stuff.
I didn't
And
DM
Will-
you. I replied to a tweet.
Yeah, but you DM'd me eventually. I don't remember the tweet you replied to. But yeah, I don't know. Will was cool. We kept messaging. Why is everyone laughing?
I don't know.
Anyway, as I was saying, we might get the gates of Bunda though, and that's all that matters. Yes, we will.
Fucking hell, man.
Inshallah, we will. Anyway,
In God's will.
I know, but anyway, Will was cool and stuff, and you eventually came on my Twitch streams and stuff like that. I was trying to get you kind of because you had strong opinions on Lampard and stuff like that. And
I was when I first met Prime, I was a strong Lampard inner. No one
Hold
could
up.
tell me otherwise when I first met Prime in August last year.
Can I-
I've
can
got
I-
other tweets to me.
can I finish?
Yeah. Why am I full screen? Fuck's sake.
You did that, not me. Anyway, I Will eventually became Lampard out, which is beautiful.
Wait a minute. I'm changing the narrative of that. I was not.
Can I finish?
No, wait, no, you can't finish because you're putting out. Okay. I knew Lampard had to go. I'm not one of those people.
I was gonna get to that. Actually, it doesn't matter. You said it. It's fine. Don't worry.
That bring up Lampard and shits like that. And I didn't disrespect Lampard to me. I do not put myself. side of the fan base that likes hating on Lampard, because that is shit. I hate that side of the fan base.
What's that supposed to be? I don't get it. Wait, oh, this one. And the flyer strap-ons will conquer once again. What is up with you? I'm turning my camera off before this channel becomes something.
Oh, for God's sake, man. Dear Lord. Might as well open the gates for Fred to jump.
Vibes. I've gone on a hiatus of timing out people. Don't make me start with you. Open the gates of Fred to drop him off.
Prime isn't used to finishing second. Allow him.
Charlotte, we didn't ask you. Don't do that. Will's muted. Do we just end the stream? Or?
Rachel, no! I'm crying.
Rachel, what can't you say it? Why do you have to type it?
Guys, this has been a great stream.
Do you have any other questions?
But great
Will?
stream.
Yeah. Well,
Take care, people, and let me add Prime back.
happy New
See you later, guys.
Wait, why are we ending the stream?
No, I'm not ending the stream. I'm leaving.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bye, guys.
Very.
Finally, she's.
Where's Will? I want to hear from Will. Where's William? Is he
I
there?
was doing something. But yeah, Andrew, what was your first my arm. What was your first impression of Will?
This is going to be really ridiculous. I can't remember. I really can't. It was maybe on one of the watch-alongs, I think.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Twitch.
Once we channel probably.
Yeah, one of them.
Well, no, don't do that.
So, no, don't. Yeah. Will is 16. Don't do that, please. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. No.
If someone said thigh is the best part. Yeah, I agree.
Andrew, what was your first impressions of Prime? Like once you'd got to know him, like.
Don't do that.
He used to play FIFA a lot, but I don't know. He used to do very long streams on Twitch. Like, I think he did an 8-hour one once on Twitch. Did he do an 8-hour stream on Twitch?
Crazy Prime stream.
Yeah, I think he's fallen asleep on Twitch a couple of times as well. You did fall asleep. He did fall asleep on Twitch. He did.
Yeah.
You could hear it. Yeah, but it was all good. He's gone away now. What can we say to muck up this channel, I wonder? Very dangerous to leave us here.
I know.
Like, chat, what can we say to this channel?
Just tell the chat to go crazy.
Yeah, chat, go crazy. Go on,
Prime
go
isn't
crazy.
used to laughing that much. Allow.
Thank you, Vibes.
He's run away again.
Prime, come back. We're going to be sensible now.
Yeah, we were sensible before.
Okay, Prime. What's your first thoughts on me when you met me?
You mean the first time I started talking to you? I can't remember. That was ages ago. That's ages ago. I can't remember. I'm not supposed to remember something like that. I barely remember. I barely
I
remember.
remember.
I don't remember what I ate like 3 days ago. If that helps. So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, he's so lovely.
sorry.
It's all right. It was a long
No,
time
I thought you
ago.
were cool, but like in terms of specifics, I don't remember.
Well, no, I don't blame you. Like, to be fair, I don't remember specifics, but I remember my first impression of you.
On the pie, yeah. Well, let's not speak on that. What
My-
were your first impressions of me?
That you were incredibly knowledgeable football-wise, like incredibly knowledgeable. Whether your opinions were right or wrong on the basics of football, you are incredibly knowledgeable. And you seemed chill.
I don't think I am, but thank you.
Can't take
Again,
compliment.
I know, I just keep
no,
thinking, I think I'm not-
Prime's worst thing. He can't take a
Doesn't like
compliment.
compliments.
He
Yeah.
actually can't take them.
Yeah. You're a very nice man. Yeah. Very nice man. Very
Andrew,
knowledgeable.
stop flirting with me, please.
Worth a shot, I suppose.
Prime always hits Arsenal fans with reality checks. Can't deny it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Now, let's make this more varied. He hits every fan that pisses him off, or like annoys him, or is doing so shit. He just puts them in reality checks.
Reality.
Spurs fans included.
Does.
I try.
I'm gonna have to go because I've got to work later. So.
Knowledgeable about, but is that why you left to say that? We might have to end the stream because it's just getting into chaos.
Global scale.
Might as well change the channel name to Strat. Can't see that either.
Right. On that note,
Yes.
Yeah, let's probably end it.
Yeah.
The world's not coming back either. Thank
No, I
you.
am.
Oh, you're here. Well.
Okay.
Well, did you have to go calm down or something?
No, my dog was barking. So
Oscar.
yeah, Oscar the Labrador.
Name's dog Oscar.
Andrew, I'll name
Oscar's-
you Oscar, bitch.
That's just weird. It's weird. And too aggressive. Yeah, just simply aggressive.
I just can't deal with
Too
this
aggressive.
now.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive.
Oscar's better than Max. Okay.
Is he?
You have a dog, Andrew?
Nope. But many bitches. No.
Well, you have a cat, so I was gonna say you get. Never mind.
Oh my god! Actually, oh,
Yeah, no.
real Chris's bitch.
Who's this? Hello, people. I'm back. Like I never. Is that Timo? Is that Fator?
He's for sure.
Yeah,
What's up, for
I'm
sure?
assuming it's.
Oh, let's see what Fator's up to. If you want to come on, bro, here. Liverpool's a shithole. I want to go home. I mean, well, I'm assuming you're staying with Asterix, so that's fine. Andrew is one of them called Johnny.
No, fortunately not.
Actually, can we speak on this? The infamous feud between the Surfer and Johnny. You know, some people have said
Guys,
it's better.
I'm not.
What
wait,
is
guys,
is
wait
the
a minute.
feud? Is the feud still going on?
I'm
No,
not.
it's not.
Wait,
Well, I
guys,
just want to talk about
wait. Let you guys, you talk about it. I'm gonna go into backstage because I'm not a part of this beef.
I'm not part of it either, but
It's not beef. Nothing. It's nothing. It's not a feud. Can't be a feud. Real Chris's bitch.
The Cobham.
It's not beef. It's nothing. You know.
Oh, shit. Let me ask this. Charlotte, what was your first impression? Oh, don't do that, Will. You ruined what I was going to say. I was going to say, what was your first impression of Fator?
Pardon?
What was your first impression of Fator?
I wish he was here.
He's loud.
Yeah, who used that?
I mean, it's really hypocritical me saying it's loud when I'm like a loud bitch too. You know, he drinks a lot, like me. He's borderline alcoholic. We love that. He's a Timo Werner obsessive.
And what else is he obsessed with?
Wet things.
Speaking of wet things, Fator, what's up, bro?
Bram, don't you ever say that word again. She's in Creamfield. She's having fun. Leave her alone, please.
What is Creamfields?
Astrid, lawyer and lover.
Well, you don't know.
Oh.
It's a music. Basically, Creamfield is a music festival, Bram.
I'm sure you play music.
Oh my god.
Oh my
We've got
God.
Charlie here as well.
Yo,
Hey,
yo.
Charlie.
How you guys doing?
We don't know. It's chaotic.
Nah. Do you know what? Do you know what,
Yeah,
Bram? Bram, it's actually Lippen's lawyer and lover, man. Actually, I'm not really.
You're
advocating
Nippin's
for-
lawyer and lover. Is that what you're saying?
No. I mean, like, Astrid fall in love with Lippen, man. I can see it though.
Astrid falls in love with Nippon. Wow. That would
What?
Nippon Tactical Masterclass. But anyway, Vibe says, "Oh, Sophie Rose, take my money for Tour 2021."
What are you talking about, honestly? Oh my God.
Who's Real Chris is
Sophie, right?
that's
Sophie
Andrew.
Rose, she's in Vegas for a month. She's not even gonna come back. There's no-
I'm confused at what has Astrid done.
Do you not know who Astrid Butt is?
Of course she knows who she is.
No,
Okay,
What, you
cool.
do?
no.
You don't need to. It's fine. You don't need to.
Well, if you want to
No
watch
one's
some
gonna-
naughty videos, then
Oh, she's one of those slags. Oh, okay,
On,
she's turned up at Slags R Us.
One of
Obviously,
those.
she decided to be.
She's-
she actually done a porno as well.
Apparently, she's the queen of football Twitter. Which
I'm pretty sure Anita is the queen of football Twitter, so she can pipe the
Yeah.
fuck down.
Body.
and Anita would never do the thing Astrid's done.
Well, no, because Anita has standards.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So, any,
Is that the one that was linked to the young kids?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She is.
Oh, that's
yeah,
sad.
that one.
allegedly.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
the one
it's
that's
not
done the
alleged.
porn video.
But I mean,
She's done a porn video because Chelsea won the Champions League.
Oh, she did. She
But-
definitely did.
she's the one that. Oh, yeah, because I saw pictures of the messages she was sending to like the young kids,
That's fucked.
but I didn't know it was like her.
Yeah, it's mad.
Makes sense now.
I'm going to shoot.
Anyway.
I've got to work tomorrow. Speak to you
Anyway.
later.
Bye.
Yeah, man.
Andrew. So, Vibe said, Samuel, what did she do? Lauren says, Samuel, it's her job.
It's her job.
Wait,
Okay.
Well,
it's her job to
that-
Giatra.
Well, technically,
Courtney says,
that
as
is,
Roy Keane says, it's her job. Roy Keaton. Lauren
That
says,
is
"Fun. It is though. She just shares what she gets up to online."
that is so true, though. Apparently.
When you say share, you mean overshare basically everything, so that
Yeah, literally
there's
everything.
literally everything.
There's
Yeah.
nothing really to say, to be fair. Allegedly, I haven't seen it, but there's nothing to say.
Yeah, what are you guys saying anyway about the red card?
Charlie, don't. We're not going that far.
For personal dire for Claude. Okay. No, yeah, the red. It was a red card.
Oh, thank you.
It was a red card. Yeah.
There we go.
Charlie, we're not going that far.
I mean, I've calmed down now, so it was a red
That
card.
fucking ref, though, that ref's a joke anyway. He's a
No,
fucking
no,
clown.
don't even speak of his name. I will get very angry in a minute. I already want to slap him into the next universe. No, wait, I take that back. The next galaxy, so he's not fucking in anywhere near me. Like, just because he's got balditis and he thinks, oh, I'm bored, I'm gonna take it out on Chelsea, like, prick.
Yeah, it's fuck. I mean, I thought refs were bad in League 2, but fucking hell.
Oh no, Anthony Taylor is a new League of the Devil.
Yeah.
No,
He's a
honestly,
joke.
Fuck's sake.
Charlie,
when he came, when he came to
Yeah.
our end,
I've got clothes on, and don't worry, I'm not. I'm not.
we don't,
My
we
hands
don't
are
know
here.
you
I've got a bag.
we don't know you have clothes on, but okay. Samuel said
Yeah.
Anthony Taylor, Arsenal legend.
very funny. When he came to our
Under the
end,
covers there when Astrid.
somebody actually nearly threw a bottle to his head, though. But apparently got kicked out because of the security.
Yeah, that's no one should be throwing bottles and stuff. That's not good.
Facts.
No.
Unless you're Scousers, obviously.
Yeah, or unless you're Arsenal, because
That is so true.
that would make you throw a bottle.
That is so
What's
true.
your night?
Last week, there's one Arsenal fan throwing a bottle at the away end last week. After the game ends, literally all of us, there's a couple of shoots just beside him. He got literally arrested.
Vibes.
Absolute knobheads.
Yeah.
You were at the game for Tor. What was it like for you, the atmosphere?
Oh, absolutely. It's always normal for the Chelsea fans in terms of Liverpool away days, isn't it? Like, it's just a case like that 4 minutes just before the game, and the Scouts wasn't that loud at all. Though. Honestly, we were singing the whole time. I have no idea why the man keep calling, but the Liverpool fans keep singing. I don't hear the man singing nothing. They're sitting there like as if that we're in a cinema.
Samuel says, I was in the stadium. Who could have thrown the bottle at the Emirates? JK, I was in the upper stand.
You would, Samuel. You would. There's Lewis literally just one below you last
Now the
week.
banter clubs.
You would. Why are you man so obsessed with Astrid anyway? What's so? Because I'm starting moving on about that topic, because it's really kind of like bored me to death.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on, you should be sorting out. You're a lawyer in that, aren't you?
leave Vittoria's babes alone.
Yeah, honestly, like she's in the music festival, and this is a bank holiday. Just leave her out. She can have fun. So she's probably getting up like probably about 100 guys in that festival, maybe more than thousands at least. So leave her out. You might as well start this conversation about something else, isn't it? But she's still in Vegas, so it is how it is.
Can you imagine if mermaids existed? If people searched the sea and mermaids existed?
Mermaids with no.
They already exist.
No, they don't.
Sorry for Thor. We'll just leave the female. Wow, no.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't read it. Sorry.
It's not common for me.
What's the Nippon and Astrid video?
In the Astrid, what is going on?
Next straight wet, isn't it?
I don't know what this is. What is this? I'm so confused.
Nistrid wet, what is going on?
Next straight wet, isn't it?
What
Straight
Nistrid?
wet going. Alright, you want Nistrit wet or Nicky Rose? Choose one.
Bastard.
Absolutely not. Prime, I would like to say that name, that her name from the that, but I'm not gonna spoil it here because that's our private chat, and we don't.
You don't want to do what?
That's not Fran. No, there's another name, but I don't want to do that name too.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said there's another name that we will discuss about, but I'm not gonna throw that here. It's private chat me in Prime, innit? In Prime.
I'm so confused.
I don't know.
Prime
No, it
knows.
doesn't take much.
Yeah, first it
Clue
was mermaids, and it's Nistrid Wet.
Yeah, but I'd rather talk about mermaids. At least they're functional and more likely to be alive.
Mermaids aren't functional. They're not real.
Well, how do you know they're not real? Okay, prove to me that you searched every single inch and centimeter and millimeter and whatever the fuck the smallest measurement is to measure the whole of the ocean, including the bottom of the sea. Because it hasn't been done yet. So, yeah.
Well, you've actually searched it up then.
Well, they can be. They can. Well, there are certain parts of the ocean that you can't get to due to pressure. So technically, meaning that mermaids could actually live down there. And there's a lot of video proof as well. I mean, so yeah, they could. Well, I'm not saying they look like the Little Mermaid, but like Ariel, the Little Mermaid, but like in Disney films. But there definitely are some sort of mermaid out there.
Aliens exist.
Yeah, aliens do exist.
Yeah, but do they though?
Yeah, there's this weird video on TikTok. I've been watching a lot of TikToks recently. Anyway, so there's this really weird video on TikTok of this guy who lives in Florida, and like he finds an alien on the beach, and like all of a sudden there's like the FBI and shit surrounding it, and then he starts getting followed because he's telling everybody about this alien's been found, which I think's crazy.
But you know what? Just drop us here and then we walk by. That's fine. Yeah, it's not that far. That's fine.
Vibes. I thought mine meant from Friday Night Buses Rides to something else. What? Okay. But yeah, aliens. I mean, I would like to think we're not the only, planet with life on it, because that's quite sad.
I think we're an experiment. And I think, like how we do Big Brother, I think aliens are watching us thinking, wow, these are actually like, I swear.
You know what? I'm going to do a nip in here. What's up, people? Live from the Leicester Square Covent Garden, innit? I'm going to do a nip in. Yeah, people, I'm just getting food right now. I'm so hungry, and I'm just coming back from Liverpool. So, yeah.
Astrid, give us a wave. Astrid, give us a wave.
Oh my God, Latimus Prime, stop it.
You gotta go. You gotta go in the underground now, aren't you?
Nah, I'm getting food first, man. I'm hungry as fuck. We literally after we left the stadium, literally we had to go in the car because the parking restriction. So we didn't have enough time to eat. And it's a 4-hour drive coach as well. So yeah.
What did you go to the game?
Yeah, I went to the game, man.
No, Charlie, he just went to Liverpool for no reason. He just thought he'd turn up in the Scousers village for no reason.
Well, you never know. You never know. Some people do that.
Speaking of one of the best guys on part of Chelsea Twitter, Nippin. Nippin, what's up, bro? Driving away?
Not bad. How are you?
We're good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just happy that I got a draw at Anfield with 10 men on the pitch. And Anthony Taylor didn't manage to spoil the whole thing.
Wait, who is she asking that? Is that to me or what?
No, I'm just saying it.
That was to Fata, Charlie.
Because apparently I look like Timo Werner.
What?
According to some people.
Show your face.
No.
I can't remember the
No.
colours.
You do not look like Jester just said Nippin is stream hopping.
Oh. I just jump onto any stream that's open.
Stream hopper himself.
Do people actually tell you look like Timo Werner, Charlie?
Well, there was a few when I first went on the first XI. People was in the comments like, "Oh, he's just Timo Werner." Don't know why.
Crazy. I can't even see the resemblance. I'm so confused. No.
I just hop onto any stream that's open, basically.
Vibe says, Nippin, if you're on, if the vets come to say you're on AFTV, they can deal with consequences.
Oh God, AFTV, man. I only watch them when they lose.
Which is every week, of course.
Come on, let's all take a moment and laugh at Arsenal, man.
I was gonna say, who is that guy? Like some like new. Well, I don't know how long he's been on there. That fucking Julian. Like, have any of you watched his
Jesus Christ
thing? Like,
I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one who thinks he is more delusional than Ty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you actually watch AFTV. I don't actually have enough minutes or enough time in my day or enough fucks to give to actually bother with them.
I just do it. I just do it to laugh at them. I just do it to laugh at them.
I don't, because it's not the same since like Ty hasn't been on and like he was hilariously delusional. So yeah, no.
Nippin, you're driving right now, and you know we're all about safety and stuff, but we don't want you to be an accident or anything. So
right, I've hidden my camera.
Yeah, but no, but we know you're driving.
Yeah,
we
so
know you're
I'll
driving.
I'll come back.
Okay, you come back. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
just turn the camera off. Yeah.
I can't
we
believe.
got Nippin, or we got Fator back, and
Oh, he's still sober. He's still standing.
You still sober, we keep it halal.
I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely, Fata sent me a video, and I genuinely thought he was gonna like pass out in the middle of the road.
Oh no, that was our driver. He was driving like a madman, honestly.
Madman, he still is he is though.
Remember when we drive here over there, like going like 100 miles per hour? And then they suddenly brake. Our driver was high 90% of the time. Just put that in your head. You know? That is so true. We're gonna.
speaking, we also have another. What the fuck? You've also got another Chelsea fan here, all the way from the other side of the world.
Hey! What's happening?
Jesters, what is your?
Hey!
I can tell by your name. Anthony Taylor is a crap. So do I need to ask you what your thoughts were?
Fucking hell, right?
Yeah. Again, I went back and looked at the rules with Monstar actually, and I think the card's going to be changed to a yellow. It's going to be rescinded. So apparently the law changed, and if the ball is played off a body part and it is not intentionally played by an arm, it is not supposed to be a sending off.
I said this, and everyone laughed at me and said he was intentionally blocking a goal. But I said if it came off another body part, it was not intentional, because you can't be like, oh, it bounced off my knee. If you could just bounce to my head, that would be fine. You can't tell the ball where it bounces after it's touched your body part. I'm so glad that someone's seen sense with me.
Not even that. You also said that he should have looked at the decision longer.
Yes,
as
thank
well?
you. I did.
You would have been able
Well,
to-
Yeah, he was there for about 2 seconds, wasn't he?
Well,
And then yeah,
a picture just tells a minuscule clip of the story. You can't see the full story unless you see the video, and it should be slowed down, and you should see it in normal speed. You should also see it slowed down as well. So you're capable of making that decision. But I mean, just as right, Anthony Taylor is a prat, but Pratt's being quite generous.
Yeah, well, you know, it's you don't want to cuss on anybody else's stream.
I do.
People have said a lot worse. So just fire
I'm
away.
just try to keep it PG-13. You know, at least
I like
in
the
writing.
respect there.
So yeah, you know, I'm not the one who's going to get in trouble if certain things happen. So why should I be the one who makes those things happen, right?
Fair.
But overall, look, that's what a team that wants to win a championship does. When the chips are down, when the odds are against you, you come together as a team and you get a result. Not the result we wanted, but once you go a man down, getting a 1-1 draw at Anfield against a team that's going to be in the top 4, you take that. You take that as a win and you walk away with your heads held high because the team played very, very well. So,
do you think 11v11? I can ask that to you both, Chester and Charlotte. Do you think 11v11 Chelsea win?
definitely.
wow, Charlotte, your voice got low there, very, very deep for a minute. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no,
What's going on with
definitely.
your voice.
I know, literally. No, definitely. I 100% think we would have won. Like, up until that point, we had got past the standard Jurgen Klopp Liverpool coming at you for the first 10-15 minutes. We'd got over that. We'd conquered that. Then we got a goal, which had even boosted our confidence. By the way, Kai Havertz, it was beautiful. Thank you, Kai. And then this happened, and it kind of put a dampener on our spirits. So, yeah, I think if this situation hadn't happened, I think it would have been a 1-0 win for Chelsea.
Oh, I think it would have been 3. We were looking the dangerous of the team, most dangerous
Yeah.
of the two teams, and there was it could have been 3 before Reece got sent off if we actually played the correct passes in the final third.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. There was like 2 or 3 times, wasn't there? There was one where Lukaku made the wrong pass, then Havertz, and then I think it was like Kante. But yeah, you was all over him as well at that point, and then it just changed the game. But considering you had 10 men for more than 45 minutes, it was a good point for you and better for you as well.
Chester, you actually speak on this. You were talking about our final ball, and if it was better, it could have been 3-1 or 3-0. Sorry, you said.
Yeah.
If we 11v11, well, especially in this game, what is the problem with our final ball?
Well, I think it's for this particular group, and I think that's why the same 3 that started the last game is you're trying to build some chemistry with a new player coming in. He's been in there for 2 games. Okay, so you have to learn where somebody's going to make a run. How what's their tendencies. We don't have that yet, and I think that everybody's getting adjusted to having a target man now. Somebody you need to have that needs to have the ball. Lukaku should touch the ball just about, I would say, 95-96% of the time in the opponent's final third. Right, he has to, because he draws the defenders to him, and it makes your job a whole lot easier. So, again, it's one of those things that you're making an adjustment to, because last year we didn't have that target man. Werner is not a target man. Kai Havertz is really not a target man. We have that now, so the team is going to have to adjust to those situations, and then players are going to have to raise their game up to another level if we want to do the things that we all think that this team should be able to do, which is retain the Champions League title and win the Premier League this year. I really don't see. I watched Man City today, and while they were brilliant against a horrible, horrible, terrible Arsenal team, they still have their issues. They don't have any wing. They don't have backs at all. Okay, Walker is 85 years old. He's going to be in a walker soon. Their left side is decimated.
A walker. Sorry.
Zinchenko is not a left back. He doesn't play left back for Ukraine. He plays in the midfield. And then you have, well, maybe an alleged felon. He's not playing. So where is their depth? I mean, you have all this stuff going forward, but how are you going to contend with a Chelsea or even a Man United who's going to sit back and pick you apart?
That's true.
You're spot on there. I mean, like, for me, my thing is if, like, Lukaku has to play. And if Mount plays the majority of our games, I don't necessarily have a problem with that per se. He just needs to get better in our final third pass. And even within what we're just saying, yes, I know Mount got an assist against, 3 assists now he has? The Palace, Arsenal, and Liverpool.
He didn't have an assist with Liverpool. That was Reece James.
Yeah, it's just 2.
Oh, Mount didn't take the corner.
That was Reece James.
Oh, okay, 2 assists. But even still, like, I know he's got assists in those games, but still his final ball should be better. And it's like, especially his scenes, he's going to be our main source of creativity that we do have to rely on, because I think the third spot in our forward line will be rotated between Havertz or Werner, maybe Pulisic. And which, I don't know, I guess it's annoying because I get why Mount plays in big games tactically. I don't have a problem with that. But against like lesser sides, when we have to break down low blocks, I don't think he's the guy. In my opinion, I don't think he's creative enough to be having to do that on a consistent basis, like we saw against Arsenal. And I know it's just Arsenal, but we played them the week before. We beat them. We went 2-0 up and took our foot off the gas. City went 2-0 up. Arsenal went a man down. City took their foot off the gas and still ended up beating them 5-0. And it could have been 10.
Yeah, that's because Arsenal are a proper shambles, though.
I know, but we only beat them 2-0, and it could have been, 6.
Yeah.
That shows the lack of... City aren't clinical, or they weren't clinical today, and they still beat them 5-0. We weren't clinical and only beat them 2-0. And I know it's only Arsenal, so I guess it doesn't matter. And we could have gone for more, and we didn't, but it just shows that we're not... Our final ball is missing. Like, we still have it's not the problem of scoring goals, because we have a striker now. It's just the final ball that we just don't have.
Yeah, and that's my problem with people saying Mount should start the majority of the games. You have Kai Havertz, who can do some of the same things that Mount does. Yeah, Mount, he's going to feel the stats running around, breaking up play. But you're playing as a forward. Okay? That's a little bit different. You want a little bit something different from the forward line. You don't always want the guy that's going to, put in a shift but give you nothing on the other end. You have to have, especially with 3 attackers on the pitch alone, you have to have all 3 of those attackers to be dangerous, for space to open up for you to actually create and score. So for me, in this game, I wanted Havertz on the right and Werner on the left, just because Werner would have given us much more pace in behind. He would have opened up a lot more space, and he gave him one less thing to worry about, whereas Mount's not giving you that. And so everybody always says, well, Mount is an 8 playing as a forward. He's doing a very, very good job at it. He's an excellent footballer. He's got great talent. What he is not a natural attacking player. And that's just it. I mean, all those things can be true, and he can still be a fantastic footballer. He's just better as an 8. And that's why when Frank was here, he built the team around Mason Mount to play 2 8s and put Havertz, who's not an 8, naturally. He's more of an attacking player, but does have some of the defensive prowess that you see in Mount. That's why he forced him into 2 8s. And, that's just that it is what it is. You have to roll with the dice you've been dealt. And, I think that we'll look better. I could even see, I even want to see a Ziyech and a Werner and a Lukaku out there.
Yeah, that's the thing. But that's the thing as well. You got so many players to, swap and change as well. So, like you said, for different games. I mean, I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I'd be the same. I'd have played someone with a bit more pace to get him behind because Trent don't like that.
I think the plan was to keep the game tight. Whether or not we go 1-0 up, I don't know. But keep the game tight. Then in the second half, because we know what Liverpool are like, they'll keep pushing and pushing for the winner. And to bring on Werner to exploit that defense at that point, rather than have him from the off, more wary of him all game. Plus, again, with Van Dijk, if you bring on a fully fit and energetic Werner up against Van Dijk after 65 minutes, maybe it's a different story. If we didn't get the red card, again, even if we don't get the red card, and even if Liverpool equalise anyways, it still could be a different story because, we can take off, say, Havertz or something, or Mount. We bring on Werner, we have that pace in behind.
And I think that was the plan. I think that was the plan. But once you go to once that red card happens, you have to at least try to get the draw. You have to get that 1 point. And so that's what the substitutions were made for. You brought in Thiago Silva, who shored up the defense. He's always in the right place at the right time, doing the right things, except for West Brom. And then you bring on a Kovacic. You had to because Conte did his ankle again.
Was that why? Because I thought at halftime people were saying Jorginho will come off for Kova. Then I saw Kante come off, and I thought that was weird. I didn't know Kante picked up a knock.
It was the ankle that was bothering him for last game.
See, and from last season, I've been screaming about we needed depth in midfield, and people kept saying no, we shouldn't, because the only midfielder we were linked with was Rice, and people said no, we don't need a midfielder. Kante can do it all. And now we're seeing he can't. He needs to be taken out and rested.
Yeah, because he played a lot of games, hasn't he?
Games. Like the start of the game, Jorginho looked burnt out. I think for the first maybe 10, 15 minutes, he looked burnt out. He's playing too many games, and it's going to cost us. We need depth. And I'm not having play Ampadu or play Ruben or play Chalaba in midfield, because if we have to play them there and they cost us and we lose, I'm not having the excuse be they're young and inexperienced. It's not an excuse when we're challenging for a title.
Yeah. Well,
do you reckon you'll sign that? Do you reckon you'll sign that Saul you've been linked to?
Saul's staying at Atleti.
Is he staying? Is he?
Yeah, he's staying because from their side it was he doesn't like the play time. What I'm thinking happened was because our number one target this summer in midfield was Aureli and Tchouaméni from Monaco. Personal terms have been agreed with him since June. He has the same agent as Jules Koundé. And we were waiting for Monaco to get knocked out of the Champions League or not to make the Champions League. They had a play-in game, play-in leg, and they went out. So he's now could be, they think they can get it for about £25 million. And he is, Cesc Fabregas sings his praises. I've watched him play. I watched him play in the Champions League game that they actually won but lost because the no home and away goal rule. They actually were the first one to fall victim to that, I believe. But he played some brilliant, beautiful passes over the top. He controlled that whole game. He's 21 years old. He's 6'1". He's built. He can play as a 6, 8, or 10. He's got all that tech in his locker. He plays defense. He's press resistant, and he can pass. If Cesc Fabregas says he can pass, the man can pass. So he can play in Jorginho's spot if Jorginho needs a rest. And he can play in Conte's spot if Conte needs a rest, as in the one that's more attacking out of the pivot. He can play both of those positions. We don't have that. Kova's really not a sitter. He's always going to want to go. So for me, it's a no-brainer to bring him in. With Jules Koundé, our defense goes up a level because he now is he's a lot more space than any of our center backs. He would be our fastest. He'd probably be the fastest center back in the Premier League.
Yeah. I can't think of many more.
And so I think it's a brilliant signing for us. Koundé's done as well. So they're just waiting for they're trying to get Sven Botman in Seville. And once that happens, of course, because they don't want to get taken to the cleaners because they know they got more money coming in, they want to get that signing lined up before the Koundé deal is formalized. Because why wouldn't you want to get the best deal possible? If they know they have that's the thing
as well. Because Wolves put in a bid, didn't they? But I think Lille rejected it. But like you said, Sevilla also want him, and you'd think that it'd be more likely to go to Sevilla, but obviously that's what they're waiting on for the deal.
Yeah, so Koundé will be done. I'm 99% sure on that. Tchouaméni, I am about 93% on Koundé. Tchouaméni. So those two signings, of course, do a couple of things for us. It gives us depth in midfield. It gives us depth in the center back position. It also gives us depth at the wing back position because now you're moving Azpilicueta playing wing back. You'll rotate with Reece James. And you'll see Koundé, after a bedding in process, probably start at right center back because you can pair him with Aspie, and Aspie doesn't have to worry about coming back because Koundé eats up all that space. He doesn't have to be so quick to get back. Same on the left-hand side. If he's filling in for Rudiger, Alonso has a lot more freedom because you have even more pace than Rudiger on that side. And as well, Koundé can play the right wing back position or a right back position. He's really got a lot of talent. And if you put his numbers up with Varane, he smokes Varane.
Yeah, he was class. I seen a few of their games last season, and he's just the main standout. Like he's literally the complete centre back, and his stats, like you said, just overpowers Varane. And he's obviously still, young as well, and he's this good now. He could be the. Me personally, I think Chelsea will win the league as it is. But if you bring in Koundé, that's just mental, really. What it does, because you're so defensively well structured as it is already, and then him coming in is just madness, really.
The Arsenal game and this game showed me why we'll win the league. Like again, Arsenal, I've seen us having to go against these lesser sides that we should brush aside easily. Then we end up losing or drawing or getting, a freak battering result. Then we have to play Liverpool, being a man down. And then automatically, for some reason, I had flashbacks from this time last season. Remember, almost at half-time, Christensen gets sent off, and all of a sudden we lose 2-0. So, but I know Tuchel's a different manager than Lampard. He's a world-class manager. He knows how to handle the game. He's a tactician. But I just had flashbacks. And the way we handled that second half and defended resolutely showed me that there's not going to be many teams that are going to be able to beat us. And we have what it takes to win the Prem. I look at City. I don't know. We know City can get into a run of form. They're a machine. But they don't scare me. Liverpool, if they get one or two injuries, they'll fall apart. Yeah. The only worry I have is Man United. I know people don't rate Ole and stuff like that. They don't rate some of their players, but I do rate Ole. He's very good. And for people to underestimate him. I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if he, all of a sudden just won the league or something like that.
Yeah, they have more deficiencies than Ollie. The Frogba pivot for one.
Frogba.
The Frogba pivot, that's Fred and Pogba for everybody out there.
Not fraud Pogba before people come from me because, yeah.
Yeah, Frogba, Fred and Pogba. It's a Frogba pivot.
Frogba.
So that's one of their big deals. I think we got a fight update. Do we have a fight update from our correspondent on the street?
Yeah, fucking hell, man. I nearly fucking hell that there's like just 2 guys got arrested where I'm queuing my takeaway. Apparently, there's one guy. He's trying to queue for the takeaway, and then the police woman was in front of him. Well, the one guy was black. He was keep harassing her, and then he's saying some bullshit and stuff about the police. So he's basically being racist towards the woman. So then eventually police got involved, and then as a blondie guy tried to defend him, and then starts bullshitting himself again. So it's always happened Leicester Square. It's always happened Leicester Square, man. Every time I get my takeaway.
Yeah, just pissed up people though, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Can't handle their
That's why I don't
booze.
drink anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I gave it up.
But anyway, since we're talking about football, so yeah, man, I'm not gonna say that much, to be fair, because I think everybody's already said about Chelsea performance today. But honestly, I think you got to give credit to the fans where it's due, because I thought us we were the loudest than them lot at home. So even though they tried to throw a bottle at us, but we're Chelsea fans. We always start on away days. Arguably one of the best away fans that we've had for a while now. So yeah, I had off to the guys and myself just who went there for the game, and yeah, man, I got nothing left to say. But apart from we got a national break coming up, so it could be boring, but it could be interesting for the next couple of days because transfer window is close coming soon. So yeah, man.
Definitely so. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, I'll go a dip as well because literally it's gonna be mad at us anyways. But in a bit, guys.
Safe, man.
Be safe. So yeah, fight correspondent there. But yeah, Manchester United, look, where everybody wanted Ronaldo, because he's the club legend and all, but I don't think he makes that club any better. They already did bits last year. They already scored a ton of goals last year.
Yeah.
Their problem lied in defense and in the midfield, and they didn't address their midfield at all.
No.
So, I mean, what are you going to do? You know that Ollie's going to play a 4-2-3-1. Okay, Ronaldo's going to start at center forward or striker. So, are you going to still play Pogba at left wing where he's been playing, or are you going to put him back in the pivot?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's what'll end up happening. It'll go back in the pivot because obviously Ollie loves Rashford, doesn't he? So when Rashford's fit, he'll be on the left, or then Sancho right, Bruno Cam, and then it'll be God knows Fred and Pogba, which hasn't worked for them. McTominay, unless they manage to get. I don't think they will, even though they've been linked with, but I'm not sure. You just got to look at the manager, aren't you? Because even depends, like last season, he just went for draws, didn't he? Like with the big teams and that, draws everywhere. Yeah, I don't have, even though Prime was bigging up the Ollie gang and all that, I don't think, even though they got Ronaldo, I just think with the manager and tactics. But now you got Ronaldo, he might turn into a bit of a manager now.
But you say that, like there were games that United can go on and run a form, but even on that unbeaten run, there are games where they'll end up drawing or whatever, right? Ronaldo gives them that X factor. He can bail them out of games. He can possibly help them win a trophy in big games. But the thing is, they can't be overly reliant on Ronaldo. Like the thing we had at Chelsea, because we have Hazard and he's one of the best players in the world. and we know on his day he'll win us games.
Yeah.
We relied on him so much that on the off chance where he gets man-marked, like against Man United, when Herrera man-marked him, and we had no way of attacking, no way of trying to score a goal because we solely relied on Hazard. Maybe Man United might have that problem, but they've got too much quality. Like, we had to rely on Willian and Pedro. Like, they've got Rashford, they've got Pogba, they've got Greenwood, Cavani. They've got too much quality that I don't think they'll slowly be relying on Ronaldo. And plus, Bruno won't play 10. Pogba will have to play 10.
Where's Bruno going to play?
He can ride bench.
You reckon he's going to be benched?
Game. And with Ronaldo up front, you can't, the play cannot revolve around Bruno anymore. It'll have to revolve around Ronaldo, meaning you're going to need creativity. You can't have Bruno being your goal scorer in the way in your team shape when it's supposed to be Ronaldo.
Yeah, I just don't see him benching Bruno Fernandes.
Ollie then he'll have to find something that works, because even in a 4-3-3, I don't think that works either. Bruno's Bruno can play 8, but the sort of 8 you have in a 3 when you have Pogba has to be someone who's going to sacrifice himself. Like, if they had Mason Mount, for example, maybe that would work. Because Mount will do all that sacrificial work and Pogba can just do what he wants and, be Pogba. Yeah. They don't have that. They have Bruno. Maybe if you put McTominay in there, that would work. But again, they don't have a DM. So McTominay would probably have to be the guy playing more defensive. Or, again, you just play a pivot with McTominay and Fred, which United fans don't want to see. But it's what you have.
That's what's going to happen.
You don't have a DM. Like, if you bring in Neves, I like Neves, but he's not it. Basuma's not a DM either. You can bring in Ndidi, who I love, but he doesn't progress the ball. So
plus they'd be looking at stupid money as well. Leicester would be like, give us 110 mil or something. United won't pay that.
Yeah, they're not. I think they're done for the summer because they had to pay for Ronaldo and they're holding on to Delot. So they're not even getting a wing back, full back, which they definitely need, because Aaron Wan-Bissaka cannot hit water from a boat in the offensive third. He is terrible in the offensive third. So you've got what? If he goes down, you have Diego Delot there? Really?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Ndidi's not... Well, no, Ndidi's better than Locatelli as an actual traditional DM, but on the ball, Locatelli's better. Miles better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. That's not even in debate. If you're having that debate, you need to go watch some tape. Maybe learn something.
Yeah.
Really
what's that comment from Vibes? We've got Baguette, Joelinton.
Up top, yeah. Okay, so are we going into the international break now, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 2 weeks, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is perfect, actually. We're going to be doing watch-alongs here on stream for international games. Actually, I'll be hosting them, but I'll have to look at what the international fixtures are like and see what games we're going to do. We'll definitely do England games.
Southgate out.
We might maybe do an Ireland game or so. I don't know. We'll see what games in Europe are interesting to pick out. Jester, the US, are they playing any good games?
They have El Salvador first, then they have I can't remember. I think it's Honduras and Canada.
Okay, Canada is a big game, isn't it?
Let me see. Let me see what their schedule is.
That should be good, man.
Cool. So Canada, we'll do a watch on for that. If Jester wants to join us as our American correspondent, he's full. You can feel free. But yeah, we'll definitely put in the US. Keep an eye on Pulisic. You guys let us know. So on Twitter or Instagram, whatever, any international games that you think are interesting for us to watch. I don't know what teams are playing each other, but any big teams, if it's Belgium versus France or Argentina versus Brazil, I don't know who's playing, but just let us know and we'll do a watch along for them. And yeah, that's really about it. Any closing thoughts from you two?
Other than Anthony Taylor's a Pratt, and we showed a lot of heart and balls today.
Taylor's a prop. Yeah. Charlie, yourself?
Yeah, just big up everyone that tuned in, everyone that's been on, and big up the First XI in general. In it, keep smashing it. All the shows, hit the notifications, smash the like button, subscribe, everything.
Oh, also follow Charlie on YouTube as well. He's is that still going on? The voting for the vlogger?
The football content awards. Yeah. Just go on my Twitter at One Ravers Vlogs, and it's in the pinned tweet. If you feel free to vote. Big up everyone that's voted so far. Football League. If you don't know, I'm a Ravers fan. But yeah, big up everyone that's voted so far, including Prime and everyone else. Mr. Structure, Indiana, Rachel. But yeah,
and Charlie is with Niall and Aaron for the EFL show. I don't know if you guys are doing one during the international break.
Yeah, we are. I think we are. But okay. I don't know. It's just shit anyway, innit? Rovers are crap. Donny are crap. Honestly, it's just a shambles. Leave it, mate. You don't want to be there. Never.
Don't talk about Argyle now. What comes to you?
No, they're doing all right, but Doncaster. I should be interesting with Mr. Delusion on Monday.
Doncaster in the mud. Yes, check it out because Aaron's Aaron. But Jester, he's actually that's not his Twitter at, but you can catch Jester on Twitter at Jester Vengeance, isn't it?
At Jester Vengeance, no A in the Vengeance. You can. Yeah, I'm on a lot of different streams. Do a podcast, so yeah, you hear my loud mouth a lot. So.
Yeah. Maybe he even starts his own channel. Who even knows? But he'll definitely. He might not have a Chelsea show because it's international break. But the next thing we're playing is Villa. But we'll get you on one of these Chelsea shows, particularly for a big game, because that's always fun and interesting. And I'll get you on an international watch along, because if it's an American game or just anyone in general, anytime you want to come on, feel free.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
Yeah,
we've got Canada on the 5th, and then we play Jamaica. That might be a good game with Leon Bailey, and I think Antonio.
Oh yeah, Antonio.
Jamaica have a good team now, so
that's going to be a lot more fun.
See if they can live up to the hype. But yeah, thank you everyone. Peace.
Big up.